Have you ever considered that being alone can be empowering, not isolating? Today, let's debunk the societal stigma attached to solitude and celebrate the strength of the lone wolf in a world that often measures success and happiness by the number of connections we have. In the hustle and bustle of our interconnected lives, we are often led to believe that the more social circles we belong to, the happier we are. However, this is not always the case. There's a profound strength in being alone, a strength that often goes unnoticed and unappreciated. In the same way that a lone wolf is not a creature of loneliness but a symbol of independence and resilience, being alone does not equate to loneliness. It's a testament to our self-sufficiency and our ability to thrive in our own company. In a society where external validation often takes precedence over self-awareness, we must remind ourselves that the number of likes on our posts, or the number of friends in our virtual circles, does not define our worth. Our worth is inherent and cannot be measured by external factors. It's time we shed the stigma attached to solitude and appreciate the empowerment that comes from being alone. Being alone allows us to tap into our own thoughts, emotions, and aspirations without the noise of external influences. It gives us the space to introspect, to understand ourselves better, and to nurture our passions and skills. It's a chance to create our own narrative, independent of societal expectations and pressures. So let us not fear solitude. Let's embrace it. Let's see it as a journey towards self-discovery and self-improvement. Let's recognize that it's okay to step away from the crowd, to spend time alone, to be a lone wolf. For in doing so, we are not isolating ourselves from the world, but forging a deeper connection with ourselves. In the end, my friends, remember this. Being alone isn't about isolation from the world, it's about forging a deeper connection with oneself. It's about acknowledging and celebrating the strength of the lone wolf within us. The journey of self-discovery isn't an easy one. It requires courage to peel back the layers of our identity, to delve into the depths of our psyche and confront the truths that lie beneath. It's a solitary voyage into the heart of who we are. A path that demands we face our fears, confront our weaknesses, and celebrate our strengths. Being alone offers us the unique opportunity to become architects of our own identity. In the silence of solitude, we can listen to the whispers of our heart, the dreams that have been drowned out by the cacophony of society's expectations. It's a time to reflect on our desires, our passions, our values, and our ambitions. It's a canvas for us to paint a portrait of who we are and who we aspire to be. This journey is not about finding a destination, it's about embracing the process of self-discovery. It's about learning to dance in the rain, to find joy in the journey, to celebrate the growth that comes from every stumble, every challenge, and every triumph. It's about discovering the beauty of our uniqueness, the power of our potential, and the magic of our individuality. As we embark on this journey, we learn to find happiness within ourselves, not dependent on external validation, not swayed by societal norms, but a happiness that springs from a place of self-love and self-acceptance. It's a happiness that isn't anchored to the transient waves of life's circumstances, but is rooted in the depths of our being. This journey shapes us, molds us, and transforms us into better versions of ourselves. It empowers us to become the authors of our own narrative, the masters of our destiny, and the sculptors of our dreams. It teaches us the art of resilience, the power of perseverance, and the strength of self-belief. When we are at peace with our solitude, we become resilient to the fluctuations of the outside world. We become like the oak tree, standing tall amidst the storm, grounded in the strength of our roots, and swaying gracefully with the winds of change. Embrace the journey, my friends, for it is in solitude that we truly discover ourselves. But being alone does not equate to a life devoid of social connections. Quite the contrary, my friends. It is in these times of solitude that we are presented with a golden opportunity to selectively curate our social circles, to handpick the individuals we choose to surround ourselves with. This is not about exclusion, but rather about choosing quality over quantity. It's about filling our lives with people who uplift us, inspire us, and share our journey. These are the people who celebrate our victories, support us during our struggles, and challenge us to become better versions of ourselves. Imagine your social circle as a garden. Each person in your life is a seed, and it's up to you to decide what kind of seeds you want to plant. Do you want to fill your garden with flowers that bloom with positivity, strength, and resilience? Or do you want to allow weeds of negativity and toxicity to take root? The beauty of being alone is that it gives you the power to choose. Being alone allows us to foster deeper, more meaningful connections. Connections that go beyond surface-level interactions. Connections that align with our values, our aspirations, and our journey of self-discovery. In the space of solitude, we learn to value the quality of our relationships over the quantity. We learn to appreciate the power of selective socializing. Alone, we can forge meaningful connections that go beyond surface-level interactions, nurturing relationships that align with our values and aspirations. Remember, being alone is not a permanent state. It is a season of self-discovery. It's an invitation to journey inwards, to explore the uncharted territories of our own hearts and minds. Solitude is a celebration of the self, a time to honor our individuality, our unique quirks and idiosyncrasies that make us who we are. It's a time to cultivate self-love, self-respect, and self-understanding. In the stillness of solitude, we have the space to grow, to evolve, to become the best versions of ourselves. It's a time to nurture our passions, to refine our skills, to dream and aspire. It's a time to find peace within ourselves, a peace that isn't reliant on external validation, but stems from a deep sense of self-acceptance and self-worth. And as we embrace solitude, we radiate a sense of completeness, a sense of wholeness that draws like-minded souls into our lives. People who honor our journey, who respect our solitude, who value the strength and wisdom we've garnered from our time alone. These are the connections that matter, the relationships that nourish our souls, that enhance our lives without defining them. So, my friends, let's celebrate solitude. Let's honor the journey of self-discovery, the cultivation of self-love, the growth that comes from being alone. Embrace being a lone wolf. Work on yourself, discover yourself, find inner peace, and discover happiness within. It is okay to be alone, for when the time is right, you will find your partner. Until then, keep growing, keep evolving, and remember, your journey is your own.